Hello and welcome to the D&D Grandma and the Family That Games Together podcast. For more about our history, please check us out on Twitter at D&D Grandma or on Facebook at The Family That Games Together. We hope you have as much fun listening to our story as we did creating it. Now, sit back and enjoy. Hello everybody, this is Vince, your friendly neighborhood DM. I just want to give you some quick announcements before we move on with the show. First off, we have removed the first 14 episodes of the podcast. The reason we did this was just for poor sound quality. Once we got to episode 15, the day of the doctor, we kind of figured out all the settings that worked for us on the mic. We were able to figure out some tricks to minimize the background noise. And those first 14 episodes we never were really happy with. So we just thought it best to just take them down. They're still available on Patreon for those of you who wish to donate, but we decided it was best to just remove them from the feed. So we hope you understand and are still able to follow the story without a problem. There was no real open story hooks in those first 14 episodes. So big announcement. At the end of this month, on Sunday, August 25th, we are going to be at Keystone Comic-Con. We can't possibly be more excited about this. We are going to be giving a panel on tabletop gaming with family, which is obviously a subject near and dear to our hearts. We cannot wait for this. We can't wait to share that with all of you at the show, and we would just love to meet all of you. Whoever's in the Philadelphia area and would like to come out and see us, please do. We'd love to see every one of you. We'd love to meet every single person listening right now if we could, just to thank all of you for the support and being there and enjoying our story. So please come out, Keystone Comic-Con, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Sunday, August 25th, 3:15 p.m. There's so many great guests. Tom Holland from Spider-Man and MCU fame is going to be there. LeVar Burton, Nichelle Nichols, Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, who I can't wait to meet. It's just going to be a lot of great people. So come on out. It should be a great time. You'll see in the description to this episode, there is the link to purchase tickets that I've included. So come on out. We'd love to meet all of you. Also included in the description, you'll see two links to two wonderful conversations I had with some awesome people. I had the pleasure of sitting down for an interview with Jeff Ball from the Rollmongers Network. We got to have a conversation about what it's like to game with family and our journey as far as how I took this from just a family game into a podcast. Victoria and I both got to sit down with him and had a very awesome conversation. That link is included. And also I got to sit down and have a chat with my old friend Crimson Pleasure from Real Women of Gaming. That is also a link that will be included in the description of this episode. We got to sit down and discuss the struggles of anxiety and what it's like to be a DM and be part of the tabletop gaming world and deal with anxiety issues at the same time. So it was a wonderful conversation. Crimson Pleasure is a great lady. I love Real Women of Gaming. So check those out. Give them a thumbs up, like them, share them. Awesome talks with awesome people. Want to get a little Patreon business out of the way, and then we can move on with the story. First, want to give a shout out to some of our patrons: Critical Misfits, Kevin Harden, Lisa Wright, Lissa Hogue, David McFarlane, Trish McFarlane, Tom Lynch, and of course, The Deck of Many. Longtime supporters of this podcast. Not quite sure where we'd be without them. They've done a lot of great stuff for us. Check them out. They got a great product. Also, we want to give shout outs to Shedrick Pittman, The Nerd Asylum, and Tabletop Loot. Also great people. Also doing a lot of good stuff. Check them out as well. Okay, I think that's enough out of my ugly mug. I'm going to shut up and let you get on with the show. So thank you for listening and enjoy. All right, folks. So last time on, you arrived back in Whitebridge, coming home from a gray break, to discover the Durgar Horde was at your gates. Preparations were made, items were distributed, several arguments with patriarchal figures occurred, and the great battle found its way to the gates of Whitebridge. And through much blood, sweat, and depletion of abilities, you held the line until General Kalzim made his presence known. revealed himself to also be another redhead with ashen skin, who had been chasing your barbarian Tor Gurgis across the realm for the better part of 2 decades, finally catching up with him to decide who was truly going to be the leader of this new era of the world. And after quite the duel, Tor struck him down with a final blow from his great axe.
Victorious!
And afterwards, the wonderful hammer that Kalzim was wielding flew into Tor's hand. And he now has in possession of the Dwarven Thrower, the Warhammer.
Yes.
Reunions happened with Ember and her husband from the past life.
You mean avoidance?
Avoidance of a
Peggy Sue,
reunion.
is that what I called myself? I forget.
Yes, Peggy Sue.
It was Peggy Sue.
Avoidance of a reunion, yes, would be a better word. And sort of a bittersweet celebration of victory, and then finding out the news that Mayor Harbeck Oakenheel fell in the battle. A procession carried his body back to the manor house, where a somber, just sort of coming down from the battle happened. And as Sariel made her way back to her house, she found a strange beggar man waiting for her, who, when it made its way across the street and grabbed her by the neck, lifting her off the ground, revealed himself to be your old friend, the Lord Baron himself.
But she messaged podcast listeners, I got the look of death.
And we are picking up from the cottage. Umbra is not there. Umbra is flying around on the wyvern.
Yeah. Well, that's right.
So
being all smart and stuff.
We're gonna have perception checks being done at some point to see if Umbra even sees what's happening, but we'll see. So New Lara, Ember, Tor, and Sashim are coming down from the battle and kind of realizing what just happened. When Ember,
It's an old Nokia.
through the sending stone, you hear Sariel Tremaine's voice come through. I need help. I'm in front of my house. I need help now, is what she said. And when you stuck your head out the door and yelled,
It's go time.
Wendell!
Okay. Did I do that? I don't remember.
That is the moment we are picking up from.
Okay. Does Wendell come?
You look out your cottage door toward the manor house, and you see there is a small group on the courtyard lawn of the mayor's house. You do see Wendell and the doctor there as part of the group, with a couple of the council members and just some city guards and other nobles you don't quite recognize. But
Okay.
you do see Wendell there, and he does look up when you yell for him.
Alright, I'm gonna fire bolts. That's my cantrip, right?
Yeah.
I want to shoot it up in the air.
Okay.
As a warning?
As to get attention.
Okay.
Does he hear me?
Wendell's already and the doctor are already looking at you.
Get your ass over here. We have to go. Sariel's house right now. ASAP. Move it. Move
Okay.
it. Move it. Move it.
Wendell begins Danny DeVito running toward the cottage.
Okay.
Do you have horses? Do you have anything? Horses, carriage, like you often do? I don't think this is going to take a half hour to get there.
Oh, that's as fast as I can push the horses. And you can see Wendell is like panicked. I don't know how quickly I can get you there. I have the horse. And as he's doing that, you see, as he was running behind him at a jog, but because of the long legs, he's able to keep up, is the doctor. You need to get somewhere fast.
Very fast. Move it.
I might be able to do something about that. Can everyone please get close to me?
Perception check to see if I see her in the sky.
Make a perception check.
Not good.
Would she see the firebolt that she sent
That
out?
one.
Make a perception check. 20? You do see you're maybe, I'll say, put you at 100 feet away over the rooftops of the upper city.
Okay.
About 100 feet away from where Ember shot that off. But you do see.
But I see that.
You see Ember shoot off a fire.
Do I recognize it's coming from the direction of
Yeah,
our
that doesn't
hideout
require a
kind
check.
of a thing? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna scream out to Lashana, like, I'm dropping off a patrol. I saw something coming from my home, and I will zoom in there.
Okay, so you're making your way down, Umbra?
Yeah.
All right. The doctor speaks up and says, well, if you need to get somewhere fast, I may be able to help with that. Everyone get close to me, please. Squeeze in tight.
And I'm shooting up.
And you begin to hear... And Umber comes in on the wyvern hovering above you.
And
Okay.
I yell up, Sariel's in trouble. How fast can you fly to her house? Because I don't think that is going to be able to teleport.
She'd be better off traveling with us if you want to just join us, Black Harem.
Okay. I'll dismount and join the group.
Okay.
And the doctor's going, I don't know that I could...
Time is of the essence, sir.
I don't know that I could go with you, so I'm going to have to ask you to cast that for me, please.
Okay.
And he hands you a scroll of teleport.
Okay.
It's going to require a spellcasting check, but he will give you an inspiration die.
Awesome. What kind of check, sweetheart? A charisma check?
This will be a charisma check, yeah.
Okay. 17.
Exactly what you needed.
Really?
Okay. Oh, perfect. Right on target. As you read off the scroll of this fairly high-level magic, that you're a little... I don't know if off-put is the word, but you're a little curious about how the doctor came across such a high-level spell. You read the words, and the scroll disintegrates in front of you, and this arcane energy begins to take hold of the five of you. As the doctor steps back and he pulls Wendell out of the sphere of effect, and you all feel like you're traveling through time, almost. And we'll come back to that in a second, because it's still, with all of that, is going to take you several rounds to get there.
Oh.
Oh.
I'd like to address, am I still spent? Am I still exhausted?
Yeah. Everyone, your hit points, your everything you used, you are where you were at when the battle ended.
That's right.
I have one spell.
And I rest everything.
I didn't
rest
take any
everything. So
I didn't
That's
take any
fine.
damage either.
That's fine.
I'm the one
But
that
you are,
took
whatever
it.
damage you took, whatever spell slots you used, whatever abilities you used, those are gone. Because we are picking up right from the moment that you were in the cottage at the end of the battle.
Crap.
So whatever you used is gone.
While we're in this vortex,
Oh, shit.
can we talk
No.
to each other or not?
No.
Okay.
No, you're, it's like warp speed Star Trek. Sariel.
Yes.
Being held in place, feet off the ground, looking down into the face of Lord Cormion.
Do I still have enough sense in me to grab onto my rapier?
Sure. You
I
can
grab
do that.
onto Legend Keeper,
Uh-huh.
I unsheath it, and I try to Arya Stark him.
Oh, okay. I need you to roll initiative.
Sure.
Seeing as we're getting right into it.
How old is it?
Tale as old as time.
Sariel,
22.
well done. You're going first. Okay, Sariel. So you unsheath Legend Keeper, and you're going for him with it.
I'm going like knave to chops, and I'm doing.
Okay, roll an attack with Legend Keeper. So you're
Okay,
using...
you have to help me with this because I've never used a rapier. I've only spellcasted.
Okay, that's fine. So you're gonna roll the d20 first. So you've got 9.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna add. Okay, so that's already included. Cool. So you're just gonna add that number. So that is a 15. Will just miss, unfortunately. You go to slice him with the rapier. He just smacks it to the side. Well, I was going to have a talk first, but if that's the way it's gonna go, I'll just kill you all one by one. First thing I need you to do is make a Constitution saving throw. It was probably the right move. I think I would have done something similar. Yeah.
So 14.
14. Not enough.
Oh.
So, you are currently being effectively suffocated. You cannot breathe, you cannot talk, you cannot cast.
I can't react.
You can react physically, like you're mobile as far as like your arms and legs can move. You can hit with the thing, but nothing that requires speech. All right, so his turn comes up now. He is effectively grappling you already, so he is going to attempt a bite.
Okay.
That's a natural 1. So.
Oh, he threw a 1. Yeah.
So he goes to pull you in for the bite, and with the last little bit of strength, you just reach your hand up and push his head to the side.
Till we get there.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
What you guys did to get there is what I suspected was going to happen, so I've already estimated how long that would take. You will arrive on round 4.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be dead.
time.
gonna torture you.
Because I was like, okay, first they got to get their attention, then there's movement, and then there's a conversation, and then there's a spell cast.
Yeah.
And I think I was still being generous by saying round 4.
Super generous.
Because I am a fair and benevolent DM, god damn it.
That's why we're all here.
Yes. And don't rules lawyer him.
Don't rules lawyer me, damn it.
You get the family out.
Son of a bitch. You're
Okay.
up.
Can I still wield Legend Keeper?
You can wield Legend Keeper, yes.
Okay, I'm doing it again. I'm gonna try to area stalk him again.
Yeah. You affect because of the suffocation. You affect your Constitution modifier is a 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
You effectively have 10 rounds before you pass out.
Oh, great.
So you have 10 more rounds in initiative before you go unconscious.
I want to use a lucky, please.
Do it. Go for it. Yeah.
15 plus my 6.
21 will hit.
Awesome.
Okay, so the rapier is a D8, so it's going to be a +8. It's going to be a D8
Plus 3.
+3. Correct.
Okay. That's you, right? 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. Okay, and that is a magic weapon, so he will actually take all of that.
Woohoo! I told you not to mess with me.
Yeah, it's more.
In my head, I'm saying I told you not to mess with me, and it's just coming out as gasps and gurgles.
Okay, he's going to attempt an unarmed strike. He's basically going to try to paintbrush you.
Mm-hmm.
That one hits. You will take a total of. You will take a total of 24 damage.
Oh, great.
Part bludgeoning, part necrotic. As he just backhands you across the face.
Mm-hmm.
As an action, if you wanted to, by the way, you could try to break the grapple instead of stabbing him. Just so you know, it's a thing
okay.
you could do.
Okay.
Sariel,
Yep.
you hear your front door creak open. And you hear your father's voice ring out. Get the hell away from my daughter. And he comes storming out the front door, great sword in hand.
It's just a whole bunch of gasps and gurgles from me.
He's taking 2 swings.
Surprisingly for Sariel, I have absolutely no qualms with this because
That's a hit.
I have no.
That's a miss. 13, 12, so 6. So he does a little damage to Cormion. Okay. Round 3, Sariel.
attempts to get out of the grapple since my father was hitting him. Maybe he's a little distracted.
Okay. Roll a athletics or acrobatics. Your choice.
It's going to be an acrobatics.
Okay.
16.
16 will not make it, unfortunately. He's a little too strong.
Oh my goodness.
You're trying to peel his hand off and you're not able to break it. He is going to go to unarmed strike your father.
Mm-hmm.
No, that will miss. He's going to then come back and try to hit you again. No, even worse. That will miss you. Your father. Miss. Hit. Max damage. So Cormion takes another 7. Okay, top of the order, and now you see Sariel. His wounds begin to close up.
Oh.
The cuts that your father was doing to
Oh,
him
great.
and the stab from Legend Keeper begin to close up, and he basically heals himself.
Great.
However, this is round 4. So,
Let's go, artillery!
you see a glow of arcane energy appear, and your allies, you see them appear right down the road from where your current location is.
Sariel just kind of looks at Cormion and his healed self, and in her mind, because I'm pretty sure he could read my mind anyway, right? I'm at least saying, though he might not be able to hear it, oh, you're so screwed now.
He sees all of them show up, and he's like, and as you all appear, you see this scene about 30 feet down the road in front of you.
30 feet.
You see Lord Baron Volston Cormion, who you all know who this was, but this is the first time your characters have seen him since he got away from you in the crypts that day.
Right.
Holding your friend Sariel above the ground. You can see her feet dangling. She's pulling at his hand. And right to his side is her father, Lord Tremaine, with the greatsword. And Cormion looks fresh as a daisy. And he just looks down the street at all of you. And a look of almost annoyance and bemusement just comes over his face. Well then, I'd like all of you to roll initiative, please.
Hey.
Super angry right now.
Oh, I'm definitely taking a lucky point.
Oh.
Oh, hold on.
Wait, hold on.
It says 18 over here.
18 plus your whatever your initiative bonus is.
Thank you.
What does that say?
15.
19.
I'll take that.
It should be just 15 flat for you, right?
Yes.
Okay.
15.
Ember,
19.
Nulara,
10.
Umbra.
10. Rolled a 6.
Being very undued. Very
yeah, I rolled
undued.
really good last game. Now I'm thinking I'm gonna roll like shit.
Don't say
I
that.
think it's like my turn. I think it's my turn to roll like crap.
Okay, top of the order, Sariel, we're back to you.
I'm gonna try to break the grapple again. Acrobatics.
Acrobatic, sure.
I'm gonna lucky it.
Okay.
Wow.
2 nat ones. Put this thing in what you have.
Okay.
In what you have.
It's not a dice jail. It's just a flora and fauna
It's
experiment.
a dice rehabilitation center.
Yes.
Because here we believe all dice deserve a second chance.
Yeah, but did I tell you what's in it? There's a flower, some chocolate mint, some sage, and a chili pepper.
For badness.
A chili pepper, just in case you act
Can't
up.
hurt them. It can't hurt them.
Sure.
It sure. Yeah.
It can only.
Put that thing in your terranium.
You see Sariel like pick her foot up and she's trying to push off of Cormion's chest, but she cannot break his vice-like grip around her. You have 6 more rounds before you pass out, by the way.
Got it.
Yes, Nulara?
Yeah. Work by turn because I could do something.
On your turn, you can.
Okay, that's what I meant. I know.
She's excited.
She is excited. It's good. I like excitement. Ember.
Ah, I'm up.
Yep.
Oh, I wasn't expecting to be up. I was very upset with something else at the
This is a
moment.
big battle. Why am I sitting? I gotta stand.
This is important.
Oh, I'm gonna drink my
Yes.
potion of long rest.
Okay.
I need it. I got nothing.
You all see Ember reach into her pouch and she pulls out that blue that vial of blue liquid that was gifted to you by the now departed Harbeck Oakenheel. Drinks it and you can almost immediately see the change in her.
It's like a
As
5-hour energy.
everything comes back. All your spell slots, your hit points, everything is back.
Our energy hits you.
It's like you had it's a potion of long rest, so you have all the benefits of a long rest.
Yeah, that's it. That's
That
all
is
I
your
can
action,
do.
unfortunately.
My action. I don't think I have any bonus.
Shoot.
I have to take a moment to figure out what I get back and what I don't, because some stuff is
Everything.
not my racial stuff. That's at dawn.
Oh, that stuff you won't come back. No.
Anything that says at dawn, I
Yeah,
don't
no,
get
anything
back.
like that won't come back. No, you're correct. Tor Gurgis, you're up.
Question. Right, I got. What's the distance? 2 meters.
You should be able to get to him. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yep, you can get to him.
I want to throw the hammer. I want to throw the hammer at him.
Okay.
Just to. He still has her in his grasp, right?
Yeah, so you got to move to here to remove any disadvantage.
Okay, and I want to throw it so it'll hit his arm so she could break loose, probably? Or is that going to.
If you want to create a specific effect like that, it's going to be harder to hit because you're aiming not for him, you're aiming for his arm.
Right,
So
okay.
it's going to be harder to hit.
I'm going to throw it.
I'll let you do it,
No,
but
I'm going to throw it at him.
okay. Roll an attack.
Rage, can I or no?
You can rage if you want. It's not going to give you a bonus on the attack, but you can certainly rage.
It'll be plus 10, so
Yeah.
it'll be 25.
Absolutely hits. So whatever the damage says on the dwarven thrower, that is.
Oh, 8, I'm sorry.
Hold on, that is. It's going to be
D8.
on a ranged attack. It's 2d8.
2d8, okay.
Oh, that's good.
Then when you're throwing it, it's 2d8
That's really
Okay.
good.
It's 11 plus 3, 14.
plus your 14 plus your strength,
4,
so 18.
18. Excellent.
As Tor just walks up, separates from all of you, and you see the hammer leave his hand and boom! Right off of Cormion's face. And it flies right back into your hand, Tor. That's actually an attack. You want to do it again?
Do it again. Yes. 10. Okay, 20.
Hits.
17.
Yeah. He takes all of that. This might be easier than I thought it was going to be. As the hammer flies back to Tor's hand, Tor, liking his new weapon, kind of catches it and like does this little spinny move, releases it again, and boom! Hits him just as fast as a boxer would hit with a 1-2 combo. It's uncanny how fast this hammer flies from Tor, as you just did pretty significant damage with just 2 quick hits.
Okay.
Well done, Tor.
That was really good.
All right,
However-
yes, rock and roll. Yes. However. Hey,
Next up is the Lord Baron.
Oh boy.
Let's see what spells he's got.
Oh dear.
Oh, did I mention it's nighttime and he's fully powered?
Yeah.
No, he didn't mention that.
Wow.
It's nighttime.
How late at night is it?
Oh, it's full dark.
Well, before
That's my
midnight,
next
after
thing.
midnight.
Doesn't make a difference. I know where you're going with that. That doesn't make a difference.
God damn
You're
it.
thinking like Frank Langella, Dracula.
This is a family podcast.
It is not. We are a family. That doesn't mean we don't curse.
Okay, we're gonna do that.
Uh-oh.
Tor, Ember, Nulara, Umbra, Sashim. I'd like all of you to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh.
Ooh.
Sashim,
I rolled
12.
4.
fail.
Oh, of course I know. I haven't even started and I already
Tor, you
failed.
have advantage. This is what Danger Sense does. You can roll another d20 and take the higher.
Oh,
I take it
okay.
back.
So whatever you just rolled, remember it, but if this is higher, you can take that number.
Actually, I'll use a lucky.
Okay,
One more time. Oh, all right.
it happens.
Yeah.
So whatever your highest roll was, plus your dexterity saving throw.
All right, 5.
The fighters are
fail.
failed.
Yeah,
The fighters
I
are
want you to laugh.
failed.
Fail.
9.
Fail.
So I'm up to
Umbra.
2 luckies.
10, no, wait, I'm sorry. 14.
Everyone failed. However,
I'm happy.
Sashim and Tor will still take half damage. You because you're raging, and you because of your armor. As he casts a fifth level fireball.
Oh! We want to throw fireballs at people.
But I have resistance to fire damage.
That's why you're taking half damage.
Oh, because of the armor.
Now,
Because of the
Peggy
armor.
Sue, now
Had
you're
you made the
fired
save,
up.
you would take half of half.
We want to
But because of the
hit
armor.
people with
Okay.
garbage cans.
I caught the reference. Now I got to cut you.
Oh my God,
20. He didn't roll bonkers. 30, but still pretty good. Ember, Nulara, Umber, you take 36 points of fire damage.
Oh!
Tor and Sashim, you take 18 points of fire damage.
Well, now I'm hurt. You said 37?
36. 37?
37.
In a row?
Guys, I'm actually not feeling too good.
I think we all are.
I'm not doing.
Oh boy.
I'm not feeling too good, guys.
He knew exactly what he was doing. He waited until the battle was over. And all your resources were depleted. He knew exactly what he was doing. Okay. Next up is Umbra. You have higher dex than Nulara.
Okay.
Is her wyvern here?
Oh yeah, then you get teleported.
Nope. It wouldn't have been able to join you. It was too big.
Okay.
House ruling, don't rules lawyer me.
I am going to use my movement to cross to the other side so I have like a better angle on him.
Sure.
And I am going to bonus action hide. Good position. So I do that with advantage.
Because you got the cloak.
Plus 11, so 27.
27, you are hitting.
And then I am going to load I don't know what it's going to do, but I'm going to load a walloping arrow. Just so
Okay.
And on my longbow.
Oh, this could be good for Sariel.
Ooh, so that is
His AC
17.
Just hits.
It does hit.
Yeah. His AC's
Alright.
not that great.
Okay, so let's see. That is, and then he has to DC 10.
10
He
on the
makes
dice.
it. Okay, so he's not locked prone.
He is
Alright.
not knocked prone, which would have been good for you.
But it
Yeah.
was a magical hit.
But it was a match, so he'll.
Let's see.
Yeah, there's no plus to the arrow, but he'll still take full damage from it, and you get your sneak.
15 on the arrow.
15 damage, nice. The arrow sinks into him. He's not happy about that. Legendary action. He's taking an unarmed strike on Lord Tremaine. Yeah, that'll hit. 12. Lord Tremaine takes 16 points of damage. Just turns around and backhands him. Nulara, you are up, milady.
Okay, we need to discuss. We don't know what's better.
Also keep in mind, you all just ate a ton of damage. Keep in mind, just keep that in mind.
Yes, but she figures this is concentration. It's better to get this out.
It's fine.
So he stops healing.
It's fine.
So there's two options here. You could do mass healing word and give everybody a bump, but we just took 37.
I know what you're thinking too. She could also do both.
Can she do both? How?
Because if she's doing the sunlight from the item,
Yes, I am.
that's not casting a spell. That's using an item. So she can
And
do
then
that
And
and
mass healing word
it's
is
a bonus action.
Okay, do both.
Okay, first I'm going to do sunlight.
Okay.
No? Yeah.
Well, either way, you're gonna do both on your turn.
You've got
Alright,
one
it's
way
fine.
out, and New Laura may have just found it.
All right. So so let's address what we're doing now.
I'm
We're
going to do sunlight.
From the holy symbol.
Yes.
Okay. What? Read it to me, please, or read it out so we know what it
Sure,
is.
no problem.
We like to hear.
Sunlight. As an action, you can expend 5 charges while presenting the holy symbol to make it shed bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. The light is sunlight and lasts for 10 minutes or until you end the effect. No action required.
Okay. That's what you're doing.
Yes.
What's the how close do you need to be?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. So New
Right?
Laura
30-foot radius.
steps up to here, steps forward, and channels. You just see New Laura step out, and she holds out the black onyx raven carving that you guys found in the crypt originally. And in this intersection, this burst of just sun just stems in a 30-foot radius out from where New Laura is standing. Immediately, Cormion lets out this hiss and screech of just agony and pain. And you can see his skin begins to turn black and flaky. And he looks at you wild-eyed. He doesn't look like a calculating being anymore. He looks like a wild animal.
Does he let me go?
No, he may actually holds on a little tighter. There's a big thing. There's a big thing that does too, New Laura. There's a big thing that does. It shuts off his regeneration.
Oh.
He's not healing.
He's not healing, okay.
And there's another big thing it does, but I'm gonna wait before I tell you that part of it.
Okay.
Sorry, it's what he would have done, Sariel.
I'm not mad at you.
This-
I'm listening
You're
to the
just
story.
gargling.
Okay.
You're just going.
I'm going.
This was his plan from the second he got away. This was always his plan.
Uh-huh.
Granted, he didn't know you had the sending stones, and he didn't know that New Laura had found the symbol.
Womp womp.
So, yeah.
Mass healing word.
Okay, roll a d4.
Okay.
Oof.
Everybody is in the radius. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you putting yourself in it? Because you can do it to yourself
Yes,
too. Okay.
everybody.
Then everyone at the table, roll a d4.
D4.
It's plus 9.
1.
You roll the 1. Everybody at the table heals 10.
Woo!
Oh wow.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you, Ma.
You just rolled a 1 and healed 60.
That's amazing.
Life cleric.
They're amazing.
Yeah, man. Next legendary action goes off. He's gonna try to bite you.
Okay.
Natural 1. Son of a bitch!
We have a terranium if you'd like to put your dice in it.
Here, up to you.
His
He love
dice
to,
stay where they
Vince.
are.
Yeah, right?
Where's jail?
Like to put your face in it. Lord Fergus Tremaine goes next. Guess who swipes with the great sword? Miss. Hit. 9. Does 4. Back to the top of the order.
So I see him like his skin is like kind of peeling off, and he looks kind of like weird and wild and stuff.
Did I skip you?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I am so sorry.
Yeah, just
apologies. Okay, so Sashim, and then we're going to jump back to the top of the order.
Okay. I just want to move up to here and ask Tor if he has his halberd.
Okay,
I'm gonna give her my special weapon.
you're going to give her the halberd.
Give her the
Yeah.
halberd. We
Okay,
just
So just throw it at me.
sure.
Does that require?
That won't require. It's going to require attunement. You know what? Let me look it up.
It does. Well, here.
Well, oh, you have it.
Yeah.
Okay, here's how I'm going to rule it. It's
Okay.
going to require attunement for you to get all of that effect.
Okay.
However, attunement or not, it's still a magic weapon.
Okay.
So he's going to take full damage from whatever you do, but you won't be able to do any of that until you rest in the presence of the weapon.
okay.
Okay? So you're just going to add your normal bonuses. You forget about all this.
Okay.
But it's considered a magic weapon, which means he'll take full damage. Other than your greatsword, which he would take half.
All right. So
So I'm gonna for the flavor of the narrative, I'm gonna say that this is done wordlessly.
Yes.
That Sashim just walks up, sticks her hand out,
Yep.
and Tor just not even looking at you, just sticks
Exactly.
the halberd out, and Sashim grabs it and begins making her way up.
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm assuming you're moving in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now Sashim moves in with the halberd. Roll me an attack.
17
17 plus.
plus.
That's still valid. That number's not going to change.
24.
So 20 certainly hits.
Okay.
Are you gonna Great Weapon Master or not? You can still do it. It's a two-handed weapon, so you can still do it. So 24 or 19?
19.
You're gonna go for it?
Yeah.
Hits.
Yes.
Hits. Okay.
Okay.
So you're gonna roll me a D10
Pressure.
plus 14.
Plus 14.
Yep.
18.
18. Okay.
Wow, that was nice.
Second attack.
Second.
Oh.
She's excited.
20. I'm just take.
You're gonna keep the 20.
Yep. Gonna keep the 20.
Okay.
So
So
it's
just the D10 plus 4.
Well, now you know 19 hits, so now you're okay.
12.
12. Well done. All right. He's under 100.
Oh. Come on, guys. Fireball his ass. Something.
Your great weapon fighting too, where you can re-roll 1s and 2s, that still counts. So if you roll a 1 or a 2 on the D10, you can re-roll it. Top of the order.
So can I?
Anyway.
How many turns before I'm unconscious?
The 6th round, so you have 4 rounds after this one
Okay.
before you're out. So you're starting to see the little white
sorry.
specks.
Can I still see like after the radiant sun and everything, like his skin kind of going
Yeah, you can
animalistic? I'm there.
Yep.
Okay, so Sariel kind of tears streaming down her face because she's just like fighting for her life at this point. I'm gonna try to Arya Stark it again with Legend Keeper, and I'm just gonna try to keep stabbing him.
Do it.
I'm lucky.
There
Yes.
you go.
18.
18 hits.
Yay!
18 will hit.
6.
6. Okay, he takes all that. Not looking great. Not looking great.
And the sun, the spell that looks like the bright light is still in effect.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's in effect as long as that item is right. I have to look at the item, but basically as long as Nular is okay, that item is fine. Basically, also what that does is he can regenerate 20 hit points every turn.
Yeah.
That does 20 damage to him every turn. So it
it's-
basically shuts off
It's
the
all
rate.
neutralized.
Yep. He can't regenerate.
Okay.
Yeah, he's kind of fucked right now. Not the way I thought the battle was gonna go, but whatever. Ember.
I did a bunch of research on vampires, right?
Yep, you did.
And I know he's taken all of his damage. Do I feel from my research that my radiant would do him more harm? Do I feel like I need my radiant right now? Or
Yeah.
is the sunlight doing enough?
That won't record. Oh, I see what you mean. Well, you know the sunlight is what you needed,
Okay.
and at this point, damage is damage.
Damage is damage. Okay. Oh, really?
I mean, he still has the non-magical weapon resistance and all that stuff, and you know that necrotic is probably gonna be like a fucking band-aid to him,
But Scorching Ray would get him good?
Scorching Ray would get him.
Yeah, Scorching Ray, you bitch! 19 on the die, 16 on the die. I think that's gonna miss, right? Because I think my plus is a 7.
16.
16.
That's what you need.
Oh,
16's the number.
16 hits.
16 is
So
the
that's
number.
3 hits.
3 hits. Okay.
3 hits.
Yeah.
Woo!
Empowered.
Sure.
Anthony, excuse me, if you wouldn't mind.
30. Wow. That was easy.
Some people relish that moment of saying the number. Some people will count it and go 33. Like they love saying the number, but for me, I don't care. Do it. You tell him. Like I don't care. I have anxiety about counting.
Legendary action. He is going to put you down.
Woohoo!
Oh, she still has it.
25.
Pearl, like, oh, we won. Let's get
30.
out.
It's a 30 radius.
Let's
So
go!
it's 30 feet all the way around. So and he is going to move. Can he move half his movement or all of his movement? He can move up to his speed without provoking opportunity attacks. He is moving out of the radius of sunlight. So you're going to have to chase after him to keep him in the radius. He basically puts Ariel down and just.
Does his vampire stealthness, right?
Yep.
Can I breathe again?
You can breathe now.
Can I cast?
Yes.
All right.
As he puts you down and. Yeah. Tor, you're up.
All right. So what's the distance from him?
Right
to
now,
me?
50.
All right. What I want to do is I want to get some running speed, and I want to throw my hammer. I'm gonna want to run towards him though.
Okay. You gonna take your full movement?
Yes.
35, 40. You can get right up to
All
there.
right. And I'm throwing my hammer at him.
I love the visual of you like running,
Right.
spinning the hammer.
Right,
through it.
that's it.
Here, roll me the attack, baby.
I'm gonna roll again, lucky. All right, 19. Oh,
29. Absolutely.
29,
That's, so
29.
2d8 plus 7.
13.
So 20.
Oh, 20. Okay.
Yeah, he's not looking good. You feel like doing that again?
Yes.
Go for it.
Hammer comes back to me. 14, 24.
24 hits.
14.
So 14 plus 7, 21.
Excuse me.
He is not looking good. As he's backing up out of the sunlight, the hammer hits him twice. He's starting to bleed this thick, brackish black
That's
blood.
right. He's not healing, right?
Oh, well, he's out of the sunlight
Oh,
radius.
that's right. So
Uh-oh.
As he steps out of the radius, you can see a little bit of his wounds begin to close up again, as he is no longer in the radius of the sunlight. Staring at you, Tor. That's 27 to hit as he casts Blight on Tor.
Oh shit.
Tor is raging, so that's he's got that going for him.
can I use stone endurance too? Or no?
6. Sure you can. Oh, then it's going to be nothing. Because he rolled 26, which is not good on Blight. That's bad. So Tor would take 13 points of necrotic damage. And if you want to use Stone's Endurance, you certainly can.
Yes.
Okay, roll a d12. So 13 is our number.
2.
2 plus your Constitution modifier.
5.
So 5. You take 8 points of necrotic damage.
From Blight? 4th
level spell, and he takes 8 points of necrotic damage. I'm just going to pack up and go home. I am.
Let's end the podcast right now. It's done.
Done. Yeah, don't listen to us anymore.
Are you going upstairs to listen to sad music?
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to go listen to Sarah
Don't piss him
McLachlan.
off.
Umbra.
Excellent.
Okay, I have an idea, but I don't know how it works
Throw it
together.
out. Throw it out.
Did I skip someone? I skipped Sashim again. I'm so sorry.
I will hold my idea.
You're the secret weapon section.
Honestly, these helped now because he just went on his turn and I went 4th, 6th. Wait a minute, 5th. So these did help. I'm sorry, Umbra. Sashim, you're up.
Okay. I still have the halberd. I'm getting annoyed.
Of course, I'd expect nothing less from Sashim. She kind of wakes up annoyed.
Exactly.
Yes.
5, 15,
Hey.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm just trying
A
to.
nap.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If I move up to here, I could still hit with the halberd.
Is
That's
that your full-
25.
That's 25? You got to go one more.
I gotta go one more. I gotta be in his
Well,
face.
you know what? Actually, it's a good point. Let me see the reach on Halberd. Does it have the reach feature? It does. So you can hit from. You can beat
Hit from a
25.
25?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like next to Tor.
There's certain weapons that have the feature called reach, which means you can get 10
Like a-
feet rather than 5.
like a jab.
Yep, that's
Okay.
essentially what
So
you're
I'm
going
gonna
to do.
try that.
Okay.
Right now. 21.
You're going to do great weapon? 21 hits.
14. And I can go again.
You can.
Wow.
23 minus 5 people. It's 23.
23 minus 5 will be 18.
I'm gonna go with that.
Hits.
Thank you.
D10 plus 14.
What is that? 9.
Oh, no.
9.
Plus 14.
23.
23.
With your second jab, he lets out a screech, and that black mist forms again as he bamps and turns into black smoke and begins to fly up.
Someone freeze him?
He's now smoke.
He's now smoke.
My whole plan just went right out the window.
Her whole plan just turned to smoke.
Literally.
Yeesh. I'm
Just
blown
went up
away.
in smoke.
So he's just smoke above my head?
Well, he hasn't been. He can't move yet. It has to happen on his turn, but he is smoke now. He is smoke standing in front of him. He's black.
Lovely.
So there's nothing.
Black
There's nothing
mist.
there except smoke.
We did research, guys. We did research.
You did research,
Okay.
and we'll deal with
And?
that. But no, you and Nulara did research. So Umbra right now is just being Umbra. So Umbra, what will you do,
Are
if
you sharing
anything?
this with anybody?
Okay.
She's gonna flip it off and go home.
No, I don't know. I'm still gonna do my move because maybe he can still get hurt. I have no
Okay,
idea.
okay.
I am gonna take out my katana.
Whoa.
Coat it with poison.
Oof.
Bonus action dash. Action surge. Stab the fucking smoke. I don't know.
Okay, cool.
I love it. I love it.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna take out my katana, put it with poison, and stab smoke.
No, but it was stab the fucking smoke.
It is a family podcast.
Okay. You step up. Oh, I'm not even gonna make you roll for it.
Okay.
You step up, and the smoke likes.
Don't hit him at all.
It's like putting your hand through the smoke of a fire. It dissipates and then it comes back. New Laura.
I like to run towards him and cast Whole Vampire.
What is it called?
Hold vampires.
Whole Vampire.
Okay.
Will it work?
You take your holy symbol, New Laura, and you run
towards him.
directly toward him. And you can see the sun, as like if it was setting or rising up over a building. You can see the sunlight seem out in front of you. As soon as it hits the smoke, you see the smoke almost begin to like, as if somebody was blowing a fan through it. It just goes crazy. For a split second, the smoke kind of solidifies and you can almost see his face. And you hear a scream. And the smoke explodes in front of you.
And that means what?
That means you just killed a vampire.
Grandma! Little pieces stuck together again. I swear it.
Regenerate.
Yay! Yay! That works for me. Wow.
Your father immediately runs over to you. Are you hurt? Are you okay?
I'm okay. Oh my god, is everybody okay?
Are you down a lot of hit points?
Down a decent amount.
Alright.
I'm not that bad.
You're not that bad.
I'm not that bad.
Okay, because I have my healing hands. You're 25? I'm worse than you.
Oh.
We're gonna go through this again.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you for coming so quick. The kind of grasping around her neck, still feeling his icy grip of death.
I'm still smoky from when he did his fireball.
Yeah, that fireball was no joke, man.
It was no
Feeling a little
joke.
scorched.
Yeah, scorched.
Is there anything else that I can do with my healer's kit to get people there?
You can heal if you want.
You can even. Do you have any spells left?
You can do another mass heal if you want.
I'm gonna lay my
Mass
healing
healing?
hands into myself.
Okay. I do mass healing for everybody.
So roll a d4.
Okay? 1.
Okay, so everyone heals another 10.
Woohoo!
Thank you.
All right.
I'm not bad off.
I'm full up again.
I think we need to just go in a corner and lick our wounds.
It's been a long
Yeah.
For about
night.
10 minutes so that we can breathe and go, oh, okay.
Serial, do you have
Move
any
on.
guest rooms in your house?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna crawl up into one of her guest rooms.
I think Sariel, just because she already like fell into Nulara's arms, thanking her for saving her father. I think Sariel, completely crying again, is going to fall into Nulara's arms again, thanking her for saving everyone, and just openly weeping and thanking her.
I try to comfort her as much as I can. But right now we need to rest. Because we haven't rested, we haven't done anything.
And I turn around and I kind of wiping my tears and like, Dad, we have guests.
By all means, please, everyone come in.
Wait, hold on.
It's the least I can
Grateful
do.
for that.
Do I still have my 5-hour energy like hype up? Am I just like, hey guys, wasn't it great? Wasn't it great?
A little bit.
Adrenaline,
A little
let's
bit.
go.
Yeah.
I feel like going somewhere. I feel like going. I want to get a drink. I want to go get a drink. You want to get a drink? I gotta get a drink.
You're like a 4-year-old who just ate a bag of jelly beans.
Snap out
Yeah.
of it.
What?
You're like a 4-year-old that just ate a bag of jelly beans. Yeah, you're like,
I feel like just doing some push-ups. Want some push-ups? Anybody? Anybody?
I will.
Come on, Jordan, let's go.
Somebody slap that.
And we just,
One-handed.
my father and I just start leading them in the house, and I kind of look at her. I'm like, we have a downstairs room, don't we? Just
that's fine. Yes.
okay. We just start leading you all into the manor house.
Clunk.
Okay. And
Yeah,
you all get
check it.
shuffled into the manor house to retire for the evening.
Can I please just be like, Tor, teach me how to fight. Teach me how to fight. Come on, let me take. And I try to pick up his axe.
That's not gonna work.
Umbra still has her
try the
katana
hammer.
out, and she's swinging around like, why didn't it
The hammer.
work?
And I'm like kind of moving the tapestries and stuff out of her way, and I was like, this isn't a sewer. Please stop stabbing that.
I wanted to kill him.
I'm admiring the halberds.
Okay.
This is very interesting.
It is a very well-crafted weapon. Somebody put a lot of effort into that.
I like it. I may have to borrow it again.
You all retire for the evening to get a long rest in, and that is
Well earned.
fantastic breaking point. Thanks for listening to the D&D Grandma and the Family That Games Together D&D podcast. If you liked what you heard, please consider supporting the D&D Grandma Patreon, and feel free to check us out on Twitter at D&D Grandma. Thank you, and keep on rolling.